Welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do Advanced Vocabulary Builder lesson number 34, where we'll go through 10 advanced words and talk about their definitions, parts of speech, and a couple of example sentences for each. We'll finish up with a story for extra practice. If you like this video, it is a series, so please subscribe for more. Let's hop in. First, listen to me read the words. Cupidity, pedantic, concise, salient, congruity, cajole, illicit, nebulous, arbitrary, procure. Cupidity. This means greed for money or possessions, and it's a noun. So someone with cupidity is trying to get resources. They're trying to get money. You can think of such characters as Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, the people who are just trying to get more and more and more material stuff. Examples here are cupidity can lead to unethical behavior and a disregard for others' well-being. The allure of material wealth often fuels cupidity, driving individuals to prioritize personal gain over moral values. Pedantic. This means overly concerned with minor details or rules. Showing off one's knowledge. It's an adjective. So a professor who explains things in complicated ways would be described as pedantic. So someone who clings onto details and gives information in a very detailed and excessive way could be described as such. Examples here are some individuals have a pedantic nature, always striving to showcase their knowledge and correct others on even the smallest details. While attention to detail is important, being excessively pedantic can hinder effective communication and collaboration. Concise. This means brief and direct in expression. It's an adjective. So to be concise is the opposite of being verbose. Concise means to simply express what you're trying to say in the shortest, quickest, simplest way. Examples here are being concise in communication involves expressing ideas or information clearly and succinctly. A concise message is focused on avoiding unnecessary details or lengthy explanations. Salient. This means most noticeable or important. It's an adjective. So something that's salient is the important element of whatever you're observing or that you're hearing about. The salient thing is the point of whatever it is that's being discussed. Examples here are salient points or features are those that are the most significant, relevant, or prominent in a given context. In written communication, identifying and emphasizing the salient information helps convey the main idea effectively. Congruity. This means the quality of being in agreement. It's a noun. So you definitely want to be in congruity with someone who is on your team, who you're working with. Simply being in congruity means being on the same page, to use an idiom. Examples here are congruity refers to the state of harmony, agreement, or consistency between different elements or ideas. Congruity in relationships is built on shared values, goals, and mutual understanding. Cajole. This means to urge, coax. It's a verb. So to cajole someone means to encourage them, to try to get to do something through your encouragement. Examples here are to cajole means to persuade or coax someone through flattery, promises, or gentle urging. Parents may cajole their children into doing their chores by offering rewards or praise. Illicit. This means forbidden by law, rules, or custom. It's an adjective. So something that's illicit is, in a lot of ways, bad. It's forbidden. You shouldn't be doing it. It's taboo. And I've heard of people having illicit affairs. That means that it's breaking the societal rules to go off and have an affair with someone else outside of a relationship or marriage. All right. Examples here are: illicit refers to something that is forbidden by law, rules, or social norms. In professional settings, engaging in illicit practices, such as fraud or embezzlement, can result in severe penalties. Nebulous, vaguely defined, and this is an adjective. So something that's nebulous is very hard to pin down. It's very hard to come up with a definition for it. It's vague, difficult to understand. Examples here are: nebulous describes something that is unclear, vague, or lacking definitive form or boundaries. A nebulous memory may be difficult to recall or grasp as it lacks clear details or context. Arbitrary. This means based on factors that appear random. It's an adjective. So when someone does something that seems unfair and you can't see a real reason for what they're doing, you can say that action was arbitrary. I don't see a reason you did that. I know when a teacher gives a grade to one student that's a C and another student that's an A, but the work of those students seem almost the same, then the students feel like those grades were arbitrary. Examples here are: the teacher's arbitrary grading system frustrated students as it seemed to lack fairness and consistency. Some people believe that certain societal norms and standards are arbitrary and should be questioned or challenged. Procure. This means to obtain, especially with care or effort. It's a verb. So to procure something is to get something, but through special effort. Examples here are: to procure means to obtain or acquire something, often through effort or negotiation. In some countries, it can be challenging to procure essential resources, such as clean water or medical supplies. So, let's do a review story where we can hear all these words in context for extra practice. Listen to me read the story. Two prominent business tycoons, Mr. Caldwell and Ms. Chambers, engaged in a high-stakes contract negotiation. Cupidity drove both parties as they sought to maximize their profits and gain the upper hand. Mr. Caldwell, known for his pedantic attention to detail, meticulously reviewed every clause, insisting on precise language and comprehensive coverage. Ms. Chambers, on the other hand, preferred a concise agreement that focused on the salient points and streamlined the process. However, amidst the negotiation, a cloud of uncertainty hung over one particular issue. The definition of intellectual property rights remained nebulous and subject to interpretation. This created a tension and fueled concerns about potential illicit use or infringement. Both parties recognized the importance of clarifying this matter to ensure congruity and protect their interests. As the negotiation progressed, Mr. Caldwell attempted to cajole Ms. Chambers into accepting an arbitrary provision that favored his company's interests. He employed persuasive tactics, emphasizing the potential benefits and downplaying the risks. Ms. Chambers, though tempted by the allure, maintained her resolve, refusing to concede to such an arbitrary demand. Realizing the impasse, the two negotiators agreed to seek assistance from a legal expert. They procured the services of a renowned lawyer specializing in contract law. With the expert's guidance, the parties achieved a mutually beneficial agreement that reflected all the principles of fairness and congruity. So, let's read these words one last time to review the pronunciation. Cupidity, pedantic, concise, salient, congruity, cajole, illicit, nebulous, arbitrary, procure. Great job today. There are other videos just like this one on this channel, and I'll put playlists and videos right down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think about these words down in the comments. Would you use any of them in your daily life? Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!